2016 with your monthly reading for the month of May 2020, focusing on your career and work life. I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of April, and I hope that you also stay safe at home during this pandemic. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first card for you representing the present position of your spread towards the beginning of the month of May, you have the Ten of Hearts. So this card is actually indicative that you will have a lot of good time with your families and friends towards the beginning of the month. It looks like that you have everything you need, and people around you are also very supportive, and you have been getting a lot of both financially and also emotionally supported from the people around you. So this can be a very like a good moment, good time for you to be bonded closely with your families and friends, and especially your loved ones as well, your parents as well. So you need to be very grateful on what you have right now, even though if you lose your job or whatever it is, but at least you still have your family. So the next card is representing the influence card or the bridge cards towards the middle of the month. You have the Nine of Clubs. So yeah, you become a little bit defensive in the middle of the month. It looks like that you have been maybe getting a lot of criticism from the people around you, or possibly like people that you work with. Basically, if you have been away from home, or you are getting a lot of or away from the work that you do, like most people right now, they are always they are doing work from home. If your job is actually allowing that to happen, so basically you might get a lot of like responsibilities, a lot of criticism from your peer, from your coworkers. Like, during this moment in time, working from home may not be really effective. This can be not really productive for some people, because they have to juggle directly between the jobs and their personal life, and sometimes it's really foggy with the difference or the boundaries between those two, and that's the reason why people are having difficulty to manage their time for that. So the next one that you have representing the past position of your spread, you have this Five of Hearts. So if you have been losing somebody in your life, like it can be a loved one, or it can be also your friends or your colleagues. So this card happening to be reminding you that not all hopes has been lost. So what happens is, if you're losing somebody that you really love, then the other people that are still with you will still keep their love and their support towards you. Your family, friends will be still there for you. So this is the reason why possibly you get this card at the beginning. Maybe you are one of those people that are losing their loved ones during this pandemics, especially some of you who are in the US and Europe. So basically you are going to be affected so much in this kind of situations. So believe it or not, you needed to go beyond that and just cope with whatever you have, and just moving forward with that, and soon everything will get better. And this one is like this situation is only temporary. There's nothing like a forever kind of situations. It seems like that, but it's not. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Eight of Spades. I think you have been like locking yourself up. You are becoming like very defensive. You don't want to go out. You don't want to go with your families. You don't want to socializing. You don't want to do anything with them. Possibly just because of the policy that prohibited you to do so, but on the other side also because you want to be alone at this moment in time, because you just lost somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, and you don't want to just, you know, forget about it. You want to feel the pain of that. But I mean, it's good to remember the people you love, but it's always good to move on as well in some point, so that they can be, you know, moving on as well in their next journey to the eternity, to the heavens, those type of thing. So the next card is representing the things that you need to let go of. You have the Four of Club. I think this is the time for you to let go all of the, like celebrations or any gathering that you have been in mind, or you wanted to conduct, or you wanted to be celebrating it also. That kind of thing is also impacted by this crisis. Like, many people are not been able to have any gatherings, like having a lot of like socializing events. A lot of events has been cancelled, and that can also be one of the things here. But you need to let go in some point. You cannot holding on to it. Like, for instance, you still wanted to celebrate this. Let's say if you have the plan to have a wedding or something like that, you cannot just go with that. You have to be mindful and considerate towards other people. But at this moment in time, it's not possible for you to do so, and you need to accept that. So the next card that you are presenting, the future card towards the end of the month, you have the Three of Club. So anything that prohibited you in the past may not be there anymore, and this is a time for you towards the end of the month that everything will get better and you can move on. So this can be true for some of you who are maybe living in China or living in other places that are not impacted, but for some of you may still be a quite difficult moment in time right now. So you just have to be careful and also be patient on whatever it is that have, infecting or impacting in your life. So lastly, here to clarify the whole reading, at the bottom of the deck you have the Seven of Hearts. So let me put it here. So the Seven of Hearts here indicates that the thing is that you may have a lot of different choices when it comes to doing what you can to overcome this crisis. It looks like that you cannot just wait. I believe that you have a lot of different ideas, all that you can to start a new thing, to start a new business, or to start a new like a sense of understanding in your life, and also start something that you really wanted to do for a long time. And this possibly the time to start those and to be able to get going. Because sometimes if you're stuck like in your own perspective, you won't be able to do anything, and that can be a bad thing for a long time. For a long term, that can be a very difficult time. So it's always good not to do so, and it's always good not to be drawn in that kind of situations for a long time. So in that in mind, you need to just go with the flow and then start a new things as soon as possible, as soon as you're ready, basically. Not as soon as possible, as soon as you're ready for it, then you can just go with that. So I think that overall readings here is quite intense, but I believe you will get through it to the other side as long as you are positive about it, and yeah, just think moving forward. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and push the bell icon so that you get the notification every time I publish a new video. And if you want to donate to our channel, you can do so by sending your donation via PayPal to this email. And see you next month, and take care. Bye.